Greetings, humans. We are live at 3:02 on November 30th, and our note of the multiverse. We are here with my co-host, Mike. What's up, man?
Hey, everyone. Good afternoon. Shoot, just got off a little work at the shop, taking it home. I got a little business to take care of this evening, but I'm glad to be on the live stream for a little while and chat with you guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Thank you for jumping in, my friend. And also, we got special guest, Mr. JeffUPNorth from YouTube and X. He's fresh off the plane from a 2-week trip to Egypt, or how long was it?
About a week and a half, yeah.
A week and a half trip to Egypt with Wandering Wolf, Forbidden Frontier crew. Who else was there?
Actually, there's about 10 of us total from the Peru trip last year. But we had,
Nice.
I think it was 40 people.
Wow.
And
okay.
the whole crew, we all got along excellently. It was fantastic. I mean, I don't think you could have gotten a better group of us together than we did. So
that's what the best part of those kind of tours seem to be. You go and you see all the cool sights, but it's the community and the people you meet that are really the take home, right?
Oh, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
and
Go ahead.
We're also looking forward to your first-hand insight into that McDonald's experience, McDonald's of Cairo, as part of the international.
yes, McDonald's was probably some of the better food we ate.
Wow.
Along with pigeon and camel and all sorts of fun stuff.
When I was in Iraq, I was on a small base, okay, but we sometimes get to travel to this like massive base that had like a bus system and a giant Olympic-sized swimming pool and a movie theater and stuff. That's where your tax dollars are going, people. But it also had a Burger King, and there was something off about that Burger King. That's all I'll say. But I did eat it every time I went.
Little taste of home.
Little taste of home, exactly. What's up, Tammy? Thanks for jumping in. Her ruined world. Is she new? If you are, thank you for joining. Rubate, as always. Rubate says 40 is a big group. We'll have to ask you how all that went.
Hi, Tammy. Tammy and I were both watching the Occult Rejects earlier. I pulled it up when I was at the shop. It was quiet. Shout out to Nick and the Occult Rejects. They had a good episode earlier. And hello, Tammy. It's good to see you again.
Also, Nick and Headless Giant from Occult Rejects will be at the Quest for Ancient Civilization conference that we will be talking about later. But what we really wanted to talk about today was just Jeff's trip, and how that went, maybe see a few pictures, that kind of thing. So Mike and I want to go next year. We haven't 1,000% decided who we're going with, but it's likely going to be that same crew, the Wandering Wolf and that kind of thing. So when you were choosing, so you went to Peru with the same group last year, correct? So it was kind of an easy choice.
Absolutely, yeah. Because we were supposed to do Turkey. This trip was supposed to be Turkey.
Okay.
And when that got canceled, it was maybe a week or two later, and Mike reached out to us and said, "Hey guys, we're doing this instead.
Cool.
Here's the sign up. It's going live Monday. It's like a Friday. You send it out. So we're like, okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
I'll have the worst regrets if I don't go on this trip. So
It's FOMO. I just learned what that
Mhm.
means. Brittany just told me what that means. Apparently, I've been out of the loop, but I had no idea what people would say. FOMO around me, fear of missing out, and I'd be like, yeah, and I didn't know what they were talking about for like the last 10 years. So you didn't want the FOMO, so you just decided to go. And how short notice was it?
It was a few months. No, it was a few months. Yeah, I think it was June or July when he announced it.
Why did they cancel Turkey? Just geopolitical stuff?
Might have had some when Mike and Jimmy Rossetti went over there.
Right.
So
okay,
I figured don't want to take a chance.
Those were great videos, though.
They were.
Yeah, they were excellent videos. So the first thing I'd like to do is, why don't you just tell us a little bit about your channel, and like, I know you've already told us, but tell the audience your channel, what it is, what you do, and then we'll get into Egypt.
Yeah, so my channel, I'm mostly focused on the ancient copper mining in Michigan's Upper Peninsula and how vast this operation was. I mean, it was up to 8,000 to 10,000 years ago they started making copper tools, and then I'm trying to follow the trade routes and the possibility that Michigan's copper might have even fueled the Bronze Age in Europe, in the Middle East, in the Near East. So,
that's big news lately. Ricardo Calvario wrote a paper about it. Wasn't there was a conference recently too? How did that go?
That was great. I was able to actually meet Ricardo, and we got to know each other there. And so,
and then what was that like?
In the future,
that conference was all like just literally about Michigan copper and people presenting research on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was their 20th anniversary, and that's how it started. Was just a group of people 20 some years ago came together with the same interest of, where'd the copper go? Because the amount they figure mined here hasn't been found or accounted for. So they just started doing that, and it got bigger and bigger each year. But this year being the 20th anniversary, they wanted to bring the focus back to the copper country. So it was really good. A lot of great speakers. Yeah.
Nice. So you've been on a little bit of a roll. You did that one. You did Egypt. Now you're going literally this weekend to Scottsdale for Quest for the Ancient Civilization Conference. So Mike and I will be there, right, Mike?
Yeah, we can't wait. It's going to be super fun. Yeah. Shoot. What's today? Sunday? A week from now we'll be there.
Sunday.
Counting down days. I just got to get stuff ready in the next few days. I'm ready to go.
I am actually not ready to go. Like, my wife is sick. I got like
I'm not ready at all either. I got to wrap up school, so I have a presentation for school tomorrow. I might have 2 final exams, like less than 12 hours before the conference. But once those are safely under my belt, I'm gonna go have fun at the conference. It'll be good. So a lot to come this week.
Yeah, same, but it'll be worth it because Mike and I are doing the Friday night emceeing to warm you guys up for Gary and the Forbidden Frontiers crew, anyone who's watching virtually. And then also, I just want to mention Jeff is going to be doing Forbidden Frontier at 5:30 today. Actually, it's 6:30 Eastern.
Yeah, 5:30 Central.
Yeah, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. But he decided to grace us with his presence before he goes to does the big time show later. But that's super exciting, man. You're going on Forbidden Frontier. That's insane.
It's pretty surreal. It's really awesome to get to know everyone in the Nerdrotics show, Forbidden Frontier show, and just absolutely feel honored, to even being able to go on today. So. Yeah, I'm honored to be on your guys' show too, second time around.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Shout out Screwdriver Tuning. So have you ever flown like that far before? Like, were you dealing with jet lag when you got there, or how do you handle that?
So I'd been to Europe twice before, but I hadn't been past Germany. So I thought I beat the jet lag by staying up and not really sleeping at all on the plane. And I got to my hotel. It was 2:00 in the morning Egypt time, so I got 3 hours of sleep at the hotel and got up and started the day. But it really wasn't the case because towards the afternoon I'm just kind of slogging. Yeah, because you get up and you're just going.
Yeah,
you're just nonstop.
They have these tours like jam packed, huh? But it's so super well organized.
It was, yeah. No, I mean, it like I said, you're constantly on the go. You're nonstop. But our tour guide Ahmed, fantastic tour guide. We can't say enough good things about him. He was phenomenal. But he had everything organized: times, dates, places, locations, spots, the history that he's telling about the sites that he's allowed to tell us.
Right, which is
So-
extra from the if you went like to the run of the mill like tour guide of Giza or whatever, or any of these sites, you're going to get the run of the mill explanations, right?
Right. It was actually kind of funny because in certain places when there was other tours going on and we could understand them if they were speaking English and they're walking through, a lot of them were telling different explanations for the stuff we were looking at than Ahmed gave us. So like you'd hear the different details and completely different names and stories, and you just kind of sit there wondering, like, so who's right or lying? You know,
That's the kind of detail that for folks like us, that's almost like you're getting more than what you just paid for out of that. When you're listening out, okay, what is that other tour over there doing? I could have been on that tour, maybe. And you start to read, because this is what we're all about. Pointing out the inconsistencies, the discrepancies, trying to highlight the fact that no one person has all the answers. So that's an interesting insight. I would have been listening in. I would have been eavesdropping on the other groups too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that probably happens everywhere. I remember when I went to Mexico and I went to Chichen Itza, like I probably could have given that tour. So I was like pissing the lady off the whole time. And eventually I was like, I think I'm bugging her. So I stopped talking. And then she was like, are you mad at me? And I'm like, no, I just thought I was ruining the tour. I'm sorry. But we can't wait. Mike and Brittany and I are planning to hopefully go next year or the year after to Egypt on one of these Wandering Wolf tours. But let's just start with like, what is your, I know it's like a jam pack, so it's going to be a difficult question, but number one moment of the trip for Jeff?
I can't really pick a number one moment. I think apart from all the sites and everything, my favorite part of the whole thing might have been the people I was with, because it really made it a whole different experience than if it was with just a bunch of random sightseers that didn't have any thoughts and interests in the stuff we do, the way we do. But for sites we went to, the Serapeum. Absolutely, yeah. We almost actually didn't get to go because it wasn't on the tour guide's list. Yeah. So we had Mike and Gary and Mrs. Nerdrotic and all them. They really had to talk to him and said, "Hey, we want to do this."
Oh man,
that's the only reason I wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I wouldn't go all the way there without seeing the Serapeum. That to me, that's one of the most important places. See, let's just start there then. Yeah. Why don't you grab some pictures of the Serapeum or whatever you got? And I know everyone's seen all this stuff before, but I never get enough of this stuff. Like these Serapeums literally make no sense at all. This Serapeum makes no sense.
Yeah,
it was for an elaborate religious ritual ceremony, of course, Dave.
Yeah, you want to put a bunch of bowls in there, right?
Yeah, even though only one of them had a bowl in it, the rest were all empty, as far as I'm aware.
Rue says organizing 40 people in a tour like that must have been a monumental effort for Wolf and crew. A lot of behind-the-scenes slogging to make it go smoothly. Yeah, I guarantee you they're putting out fires left and right and solving problems and stuff on the go. And like you said, like they found out you weren't going to the Serapeum. That would have been disappointing for everyone. Yeah, I have a hard time wrangling my 13-year-old basketball players, but they're also 13, so that makes it even worse.
Well, we were like kids in candy shops there, so we could say we were almost 13.
Yeah, exactly. Are you able to share screen?
Excuse me. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know. It's gonna be too blurry or not for some of the videos. I hope not, but
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
So this is walking down into the entryway of the Serapeum.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of gated off areas that you can't go to in a lot of places, which is kind of just upsetting.
Yeah, that is. Are you able to so when you were at the Serapeum, are there other people there too, or was it like a special access thing? Okay, all right.
No, it was it's just open for whoever has a ticket to go in, but it really wasn't a whole lot of people in there, which is nice. So let's skip. Yeah, so here's one box right here. I didn't realize it at first when we were walking in.
You didn't even realize it was there. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, we just really need a sacred space to put all of our dead bulls that we're worshiping. That's all this is.
And what our tour guide Ahmed was saying, he said that it would take 100 men around the box to carry it in. You can't fit 100 men around there.
No, that's the weird part when it gets stuck in the hallway. And it's like, okay, like what was why did they stop? You know, like
Right.
That's another question, you know, like it seems like they just stopped.
Yeah. And they just
Same thing with how would you carry a casket in the into the Grand Gallery through the tiny passageway into the Grand Gallery?
Right.
All those inconsistencies. So obvious.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you that walking through up into the Great Pyramid, even just walking it is pain in the ass. So I can't imagine even trying to carry anything in there.
Yeah. So this, like, I always see this. Like, I remember I first got introduced to this by Ben Van Kerkwyk because he like deep dived. I mean, I knew about it, but Ben really deep dove into this. And I want, like, I'm a feelings guy. Like, was there like do you get any like sense like what like of something like, I don't know, important or special or something about this place?
Well, I'm just the amount of work it would take, not just to dig the tunnels themselves, but to carve these boxes, polish them up so perfectly, and then set them in there, which I don't know if you can see it. They're on my videos that I'm going to show, but it's about 2 feet down from the platform we're walking on. Granted, they built a walkway, but it's still lowered in. So, I mean, it just makes no sense. They're just absolutely massive. Yeah, here's the original floor. Underneath.
That's the original floor, and they put wood. They put wood planks. Okay.
And you can see, let me just skip forward a little bit here. You can see it's kind of a bad picture, but how much lower it is over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are the small boxes, by the way.
The small boxes.
Yeah.
So all that scaffolding is like they put in there, and they just kind of maintain that and replace that as needed, I guess, right?
Yeah. That one, I think they said that they blew it up with dynamite to try to see what was in it.
That was probably some British or French or American asshole.
Right.
And no mummies. Probably no mummies were found inside.
Nope. Just one bull somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Some king was like, I'm putting my bull in here. Screw you guys. He's my favorite bull. And then 2,000 years later, we're like, oh, this must have been all for bulls.
Yeah. You just find one thing automatically. Oh, it was a religious ceremonial site for bulls.
So I've heard these inscriptions described as almost chicken scratch compared to like the actual finishing of the box. Would you agree with that?
They are extremely, really, really rough compared to any other hieroglyphs around anywhere in Egypt.
Wow, that's interesting.
Here's another thing. All these boxes had scoops out like that.
I never saw
in
those
different areas. Yeah, and I know, as you mentioned, Ben from Uncharted X, I watched a bunch of his videos before we left, and he was talking about it, and I guess they're saying that's where cracks in the granite was, and they'd scoop it out, smooth it out until the crack was gone. But I don't know. You think the amount of time you're going to put into a large granite sarcophagus and polish it up nicely, you'd want it to be perfect? It's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing about the Egyptians is they chose the hardest way possible to do everything, which doesn't make any sense. Like our society and our culture, we kind of choose the easiest way, you know, the most efficient way. But maybe that's literally just a cultural difference. I have like, oh, hey, thanks. Shout out to Mike Collins, the Wandering Wolf. Thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Really looking forward to seeing you guys next week and seeing everybody.
Hell yeah.
So are you able to put your hands on the chicken scratch and stuff or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. My finger gets out of it. But you can see how compared to everything else, even the lines on top, you can see how squiggly they are.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just totally squiggly. And then you're saying, comparatively speaking to other sites, these are terrible.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll show you some in the Valley of the Kings and some of the tombs there. Just beautiful, unbelievable. Wow, I'm really bad with the finger, I guess.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
What the heck are we looking at here?
Just a hole in the back of the tomb there, and they just said, "Oh, it must have been a statue that was sitting there," and then they kept digging to find something else. That's it. Nothing else.
I think Tammy's asking, do they all have the chicken scratch on them?
Nope, just that one.
Just that one. See, that's that to me, that's fishy as AF. Like I feel like somebody came along thousands of years later and chicken scratched that. Crazy. That's insane, man.
Yeah, and then There was one, I think one or two at the beginning of the entrance that had some hieroglyphs carved in the cover just across the front, but that was it. No explanations to them at all.
Probably the first time in history where a beef barbecue cookout became a religious ceremony. That's right, Rue.
Roasted the bull.
Yeah. So do you get a feeling of claustrophobia in there at all, or does it feel like spacious?
Not in there really, no. But in the pyramids, yes.
Yeah, so like, does it seem like, and you can compare and contrast this across other sites, does it seem like it was meant for occupation, continuous occupation, occasional occupation, or no, like humans were not meant to be hanging out in here?
No, this definitely looked more like a storage room than anything. There was inscriptions all over the wall, but they were definitely newer than the rest. You could tell. And yeah, because there was nothing. There was just the main tunnel and the cutouts every 10, 15 feet that had the sarcophagi in it. So
I have this, I mean, we're all thinking this, but that Serapeum is tied to the Giza megastructure underneath. I'm pretty sure that they haven't quite actually dug into yet. That's underneath the Giza plateau. I think it's all like a connected network of like stuff, and yeah, that's very interesting. And so I'm super glad you were able to go to the Serapeum. They almost missed out on that.
So I would have. I was telling Mike, I said, that's the only reason I wanted to go to Saqqara. Like, yeah, Step Pyramid's cool, but I want to go in the Serapeum, you know? It was so great. Some of us went back for a second day.
To the Serapeum?
Nerdrotics couldn't make it the first day.
Okay.
So he got a ride and everything set up and went back another day instead of going to the bazaar in Old Cairo. Because I didn't want to do any shopping, so I joined in on the Serapeum day too. Yeah,
I would have done that too. That shopping would have. I wouldn't have liked that. That's not what I meant to.
I was tired of people getting up in my face with their wares and made in China keychains.
I hate that. Yeah. Yep. Actually, have a Mayan mask that I think I paid $50 for. That like I pulled off my shelf that I got from one of those guys in Chichen Itza. I pulled it off my shelf and literally half of it fell off, and I was like, "Oh, jeez, what is this?" It's like some sort of shit ceramic that some guy sold me. Anyway, so. Before we get to the Great Pyramid, how bad is it? Like, be honest with those guys and trying to sell you shit and all that.
The Egyptian culture has found a way to mold itself into a society of expecting free money for anything they do, and they expect you to. Someone smiles at you, it's like they put their hand out for a tip. You know, it's kind of it's sad, to be honest.
Wow.
But there's people that are in the tombs and stuff like that, and like, oh, you want your picture taken? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, thanks. Takes a picture, it's like $2. It's like, fuck. It's like, shoot, you got me.
Yeah, so they're trying to get you all the time. That's so interesting.
Does it become a chicken or the egg question? Is it the continuous waves of tourists where it's like, well, we might as well panhandle for these guys? I don't know, because like people stop going to visit. These are amazing sites. It's always going to be some flow of people visiting.
Right, and that's it, because that's Egypt's export is tourism. So you're gonna monetize on what you have, I suppose, and then they've been doing it for so long that even the new generations have gotten used to I do something for money. I mean, there was kids on the street yelling money, 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 chasing you down, trying to sell you stuff and asking for money. And Ahmed, our tour guy, he's like, they're not homeless, they're working. Just remember that. They could be 8 years old, but they're working. They're not homeless. So
yeah, that's frustrating, and I can see like a lot of people getting caught by that, caught in that trap. And then I don't mean this this is probably a terrible comparison, but they put up signs like "Don't feed the ducks" for a reason. And I'm not comparing these humans to ducks, but it's a similar situation, right? Is that people kept giving these people money for stuff, and then it just kind of seemed to have gotten out of hand. Do they not have you don't need like a, this is probably a stupid question, but some kind of permit or something to fucking do that to everyone who walks by?
No, probably not.
And it is sad for the kids. And it reminds me of being in Iraq and kids running up next to our like giant Humvees with We've got live rounds and stuff like that. And they're like asking for money and chocolate and stuff like that. And you want to give it to them. But if you do, then more and more come, right? And it's a dangerous situation there. But I guess it's not necessarily dangerous in Egypt, but still.
I probably wouldn't want to get caught in the dark alleyway alone.
No, but on these tours, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, you
Pretty
stay with
safe.
the group as long as you're with one or two people at all times. No one's gonna mess with you. They're just gonna ask you to buy their stuff.
Okay.
That's about it.
And did you do Cairo at all? Like visit the city, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We stayed right in Cairo, and then sometimes some people would walk down the street to a hotel or the Cairo Tower. Some of them did that one night. But really didn't leave the hotel a whole lot unless we were going somewhere.
Because you're
like the tour.
Because you're busy the whole time, so it's like not a whole lot of time to go. Let's go to the Cairo club or whatever.
Yeah. Plus the traffic is unbelievable. There are no
rules.
Traffic rules. Yeah, like we have in the States. I think I saw one traffic signal the whole time we were there.
Wow.
No stop signs, nothing.
That's
just everyone just flying around. Yeah.
So you just kind of do what you want, or what? Go ahead, Mike.
Does that force people to become better drivers, though? Because I feel like people in the States are kind of coddled with all the signage and all the, like, it's going to tell you what to do. Just follow everybody. But in the wide open West, you're trying to get from point A to point B. It's time to go. Like, maybe they all have to become better, more cognizant aware drivers. There's probably fewer people that are just texting on their phone while they drive. I don't know. Anyhow,
yeah,
definitely would have to be more aware. You have to pay a lot of attention.
It's constant honking. I'll tell you what, if anyone's gonna move to Egypt with an idea for a company, brake pads and horns, you'd be set for life. Because it's just constant go stop, slamming on the brakes, honking the horns. Everyone's yelling at each other. Oh, and bumpers too. Every single car, the bumpers are just scratched up or dented in.
Wow, that's wild. That's crazy to me. So okay, the next thing I wanted to ask about was like the Great Pyramid experience. Did you guys get you guys got any sort of special access or time alone in there, or how did that work?
Unfortunately, we didn't get any special access anywhere. You just follow the main whatever they had open that day.
Okay.
So
and you mentioned feeling a little claustrophobic in here, and it's hard to kind of move around in here.
Well, the Great Pyramid wasn't so bad. It was the bent pyramid, the red pyramid, that you were walking in like a 3 by 3 foot shaft, 100 some feet down. But the Great Pyramid wasn't too bad because whenever they first discovered and trying to get into it, they kind of made a nice wide hole. But
let's check out Giza. I want to see some of your Giza stuff. Post it in the chat, guys. We got a brand new clips channel, Multiverse Moments. So please go ahead and subscribe to that. It's designed to drive with 10 to 15 minute segments from our interviews, designed to drive people to our long form interviews. So please go ahead and subscribe if you're interested. And so where are we looking at, Jeff?
So this is walking into the entrance of the Great Pyramid.
Okay.
Yep. As you can see, this is nice and wide.
How are you feeling in this moment? Like, is it like
excited, to be honest?
Excited?
Yeah, it's like I'm literally in one of the most famous structures on Earth right now. So that was just a short one.
What a buzz!
Yeah. So this is
it's the most famous structure, isn't it? I would say.
Yeah, they say it's the last remaining wonder of the world. So
exactly.
And just this huge corridor. 60 feet tall?
60 feet tall?
Maybe not 60, but it's way up there. I mean, there's no reason to have something that tall unless you're going to be doing something with acoustics or sounds and stuff like that.
Somebody named R Measures just subscribed to our channel, so thanks, R Measures. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Eli McInnes too. See you in the chat. Welcome.
Yeah. I wanted to throw him up there, or her. Everything had been stripped out of the chamber. In my opinion, there were cut out all through the chamber with nothing in them and no sign of candle or torches, just carved walls with smooth 80-ton granite sarcophagus. Yeah, I mean, that's weird. It's weird. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No. Eli and his brother, they were on the trip.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Nice to meet you guys. Mike and Dave's Multiverse. Subscribe if you're interested in stuff like this. We really appreciate all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I hung out with them the last day at the hotel when everyone was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And we just sat in the hotel and just talked, shared theories, and they had some really awesome ideas and thoughts. Have to get them.
That's the best
Get them
part.
talking sometime. Yeah.
Eli, you got to come to the conference, right, Mike?
McKinnis Bros need to start a podcast. Sounds like
There you
we'll
go.
be tuning in. All three of us will be guests on McKinnis Bros podcast. Let's go.
So this is in what was it, King's Chamber?
Yeah. Oh wow. There's Mike.
All these blocks are just huge, and they fit perfectly together. A lot of the megalithic structures in Egypt are identical to the ones we saw in Peru.
That's so strange. Was that Adam Krigler that I just saw?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Was it fun to hang out with him in person?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was the first time actually meeting him in person, so I was a really good guy. Let's see. This is when we got back outside.
Yeah, just the similarities cross culture and cross time make no sense at all.
No.
He said, I've seen you guys up at the Cosmic Summit, been a sub for a while. Thanks, Eli. I really appreciate it, man. We love that stuff.
Yes.
So when you're walking around here, this is part of the structure too, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was built as well. That's just so crazy to me.
It is unbelievable. Even looking at the videos and photos right now, it doesn't do it justice the feeling that I had standing right in front of it, because it's almost like you can feel its size,
Yeah, that's what I meant about a feeling, right? Is because it's Grand Canyon's a similar thing. You look at pictures of it all day, but when you stand in front of that thing, you're like, holy shit, is this real? What the heck? And I feel similar to this. And so, were you able to go into the other two?
No. So what they do with the pyramids is, I think every 6 months they switch from one to the other on which one they're going to do the tours in.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of upsetting. But I'm sure if we had more time and you can pay someone off, they'd probably let you in, because that's basically you pay to play anywhere that's restricted.
Yeah, what's his name? Stephen Burns. Shout out Stephen Burns, the geophysicist. Check out his channel. But he said that when he was there, he spent a lot of money in the first week, getting these, just paying people for special access, because he didn't want to. And he wasn't on, I don't think he was actually on a tour. So you can how do you do that though? How you find a guy with a gun and a badge and be like, hey,
pretty much,
I'll give you $100.
Yeah, or anyone that's standing near the monuments and the tombs and stuff like that. They look like they're supposed to be there.
And then you say you want to do, and then they call somebody or they do it themselves, and it's a whole part of the thing.
For the small fee, you get into the site. For the large fee, all of a sudden you are the guy wearing the badge as the security guard. Now that would be interesting. You impersonate a guard and let other people into the site.
Right.
That's hilarious. I'll take over for you while you go. Yeah, that's funny. Tammy said
need a break.
I'd never heard this before either. So you have to know. You kind of have to. How would you know which pyramid you're going to go in before you go? You know what I mean? On a tour, that's kind of sucks.
I don't know. I think it's just it's kind of follow the crowd. A lot of herding in the lines and locations, which I'm not a big fan of that, especially in airports and stuff. I mean, I like to be able to just kind of free roam. But I hate
that too.
Yeah, I think we had 3. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
All right. As I say, I think we had 3 hours here, or maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, which not even close to enough time. I mean, you could spend an entire days just around the Great Pyramid itself and all the small stuff around. So if I ever do go back to Egypt, I definitely get to spend more time over there. That's a big if.
Yeah, because of the money, right?
Yeah.
Or because of the harassment.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. We get what you're saying.
No, it'd be good to go back. I'd be interested in going back again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, I don't know. I won't even get into it, but it's unfortunate that, that's a cool picture.
Yeah,
that's the whole group.
Yep.
Nice.
There's me hanging on the back, but I think Ricardo commented on one of the on X. He's like, Jeff, he's like, you got to be more present in your pictures. He said 4 pictures posted and you're only in one of them. You're cut off in the rest.
Ricardo said that?
Yeah. I said, all right.
Ricardo notices everything.
Yep.
Ricardo sees all. So Great Pyramid. Did you go? And then you did a Nile cruise as well? Or are you?
Yeah. I was gonna say this is
You
the
can show us more of the, if you got more from the GP.
No, this is around the Sphinx.
Okay.
So this is what I was talking about, like the megalithic type.
Yeah, looks just like Peru. Mm-hmm.
Carved around the walls.
Yep. And then also like easier, less engineering stuff around it, like, you know what I mean, like built on top and whatnot.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Ray. He was in Peru with us too.
Cool. I always want the King's Chamber. Yeah, exactly. Totally. Those don't even make any sense either.
No.
Did you see any nubs on the Giza Plateau?
Oh yeah.
There's stone nubs.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch on the Great Pyramid itself on the blocks outside. You can see them all over the place. So I thought I had some pictures, but I didn't. We found one inside the pyramid. We were walking from chamber to chamber.
Wow.
So if I can find that. But yeah, I mean, this looks like a megalithic wall you find in Cusco.
It really does.
You know, so I don't know.
So when I watch Brian Forster walk around there, he points out like places that look like they have like burn marks on them. Did you see any of that stuff? Like,
so I completely forgot about that until after we left there. I think Nerdrotics might have saw some of it, but I didn't. I was just kind of in awe and didn't even think about it.
I feel like there's one specific site that has a bunch of burn marks. If you guys know in the chat, let us know.
On the topic of marks, like burn marks like that reminded me of Jeffrey Drumland of Kim. He posits that there's evidence of electrical charge having been channeled in areas outside from the pyramid. There's some wiring elements or whatever. Anyhow.
Okay.
Be like a burn mark.
Shout out to Kay Smythe Hill, just shared our live stream, and she's dropped our episode, but she did our show. It's dropping in a couple of weeks. Yeah, super. Kay Smythe is like one of the most fun people to talk to. I swear, she's hilarious and super smart, and we're really glad that she's part of the multiverse, right, Mike?
Yes, it was a really fun chat, and her shows with Mike Collins are great too. That's how I started watching those. Very fun.
Correct. And so the Nile cruise, how long does that take? What is it like? What is it a kind of a relaxing thing? You get away from the cellar people and stuff like that, or talk to us about that.
So that was nice. We because this is when we were in Luxor, which Luxor is much nicer than Cairo in my opinion for just kind of leisure. I mean, that's where we walked down and went to McDonald's. Didn't feel like we could do that in Cairo at all.
Right.
But, yeah, no, there these sailboats pulled up to the docks at our hotel. There's 3 of them for the group we had, and we all just piled on. And some of us, the drinkers in the group, we all had our own boat. went to the bar. And we loaded up our backpacks before we went out there. So
they gave the drinkers a specific boat.
We organized it ourselves. So like me, Noons, Mogwai guy that was on my show the other night.
Yeah.
Adam Krigler, extra girl, yeah. Here, I suppose I could share.
Yeah, let's go.
The boats, they're literally run by kids.
What?
Yeah, like there's this one kid. He looked like he was 5 years old, and he was running the rigging on the sailboats. But here, I'll turn the music on. We're going boat. Sammy Lee, Wandering Wolves producer.
There's Mike. What a blast.
Yeah. It was nice. Just sunset, we're all just sitting there. It was about an hour and a half.
And you're going from where to where?
Just down, just right in front of our hotel. Just up the Nile, turn around, back down.
Like a neighborhood drive, a leisurely neighborhood drive, enjoying the scenery. That's great.
That to me, I
Pretty
don't know
much.
why, but this part always is part of like what I if I go, I have to do this as well.
Yeah.
Like this for some reason, I just part of it.
No,
That's
it
a
was-
great picture, man.
Yeah, it was. That was a nice afternoon. Just having a couple of beers, just listening to some music, and it really felt like you're like, well, it's the end of the trip.
So that's the last thing you guys did, right?
Last thing we did in Luxor,
Okay.
but
Alright.
which meant I think we had one more day after that, anyways. So it was kind of winding down,
Great
anyways.
sunset picture.
But
Very cool.
this is the Sudan, the oldest ship on the Nile, I think they said. And it was
Wow.
also where they filmed, was it Death on the Nile?
Okay.
The boat they used for that. So that was kind of neat.
That is kind of neat.
Yeah.
What's the weather like at this time? Like you were there in November.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, mid 80s, but it was a nice breeze, dry heat, so there's no humidity.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, I was wearing pants most of the time, thin pants, but and even these shirts, Mike had us shirts made for Egypt here.
Sweet.
And
Nice.
long sleeve, but fantastic. You can just wear it and be fine, you know.
Yep.
Perfect. I just like I kind of stressed about going and missing out on the Great Pyramid. It stressed me out. Tammy too. Tammy's like, hey. I wonder if we go with Mike, he can kind of pull some strings and make it happen.
Maybe.
Grease the wheels for a couple hundred Benjamins, no?
A couple hundred Benjamins will get you a long ways.
A couple hundred Benjamins, that's a lot. That's like
when you get
thousands
to
of
put out the
hundreds of
guards.
thousands.
The
I
guards
said that
detail.
wrong. I said that wrong.
But I was at the airport.
Who's on the $1 bill?
Yeah. I was at the airport. I went to exchange my money, and I just had $200 American, and I handed it to him, and he got like a big old wad of cash. I'm like, holy boy! It was like 12. It was like 12,000 or 14,000 Egyptian pounds.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, their inflation has completely decimated their money.
Nice. Nerdrotic liked my post too. Getting a little traction there.
Look at that.
Yeah,
There you
yeah, and you're going live, and you're going live with Nerdrotic in a couple hours, so that's going to be that's pretty exciting. In 2 hours, three, sorry.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice little
What
warm
is
up.
time?
Yeah, we're the warm up.
Opening act.
It works for me, man.
Essentially, that's what we're doing at the conference.
Yeah, there you go.
Second string or opening type.
We're warming up for Gary.
Getting the singers going.
If Gary's watching, I'll be there on Thursday. If you're there, and Mike's gonna be there on Friday, but we'll be ready to rock and roll. So, yeah. So let's talk Valley of the Kings. This is another place that's kind of like a must do. And so, if you wouldn't mind pulling this up and talking about that experience for us,
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate it.
Let's see.
He says, Rue says, did Wolf sit y'all down and discuss a theme for the trip? Like he was going to show a series of specific examples, either of rebuilding or anomalies in construction, or just give you an itinerary? Like was it like I guess what he's asking is, was it a team? Was it like, did you guys help decide, or did he just give you an itinerary, or how'd that work?
Yeah, so the itinerary is already made through Trova Trip.
Okay.
And whatever was on there kind of wasn't what we did. It got changed up a lot.
Okay.
But basically, our tour guide Ahmed is the one that put together the itinerary and everything. So he was the one that we followed suit with. So there was no theme. It was just, this is the stuff. You can ask any questions you want and just kind of go your own ways and do some exploring and figure out your own thoughts and ideas. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I figured there's a lot of adjusting on the fly based off the itinerary because things change. So that's where the tour guides and Mike and them have to be on their toes behind the scenes, right?
Mm-hmm. No, but everyone that was in charge, fantastic. I can't say enough good things about how it all worked out.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see some Valley of the Kings.
Yeah. So this is Tomb of Ramses IV.
Okay. And yeah, already.
Video. You'd see the paints, the yellows and blues are still on the ceiling there. I got a lot of short ones here.
That's okay. Play them. Yeah.
Yeah. No, compare like these to the ones in the Serapeum. And these
Far
are
more
all
elaborate.
carved in, painted, yeah. Then you can
They're
see all the little
gorgeous.
scratch.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful.
Is this a video? No.
That just I know this doesn't do it justice, but that even that hallway, the scale, it just seems like huge, you know?
Oh yeah, and it is. I can't imagine the time that it would take to carve all the inscriptions all the way through too.
I agree, Her Ruined World. These are absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but is that the real paint? Because I forget.
I believe it is, yeah. I believe it's the original paint.
At least from the dynastic times, they maybe rolled up and painted it or something. Or I think the dynastic Egypt's probably carved and painted on all this stuff, but likely found it. That's my working theory.
There is a very good chance, because so much of it has been rebuilt. Even the ancient Egyptians had archaeologists.
Yeah,
they were digging up ancient history in ancient times, which I think is absolutely cool.
That's such a cool thing to think about, isn't it?
The Sphinx itself famously had to be
what
unburied.
the fuck is all this stuff? It must be for ceremonial purposes.
Sacrificial altars everywhere.
Yeah. We better start doing our ceremonies here too.
And you mentioned the Sphinx again. They're starting to put stones and blocks over the Sphinx and the water erosion around the edges. They're going to encase the entire Sphinx enclosure in new block. So all the theories that Robert Schoch had about the water erosion and everything, he might have been right because they're trying to cover it up now.
I definitely think he's right.
Yeah, it looks like water erosion, no doubt.
I'm not a geologist, but if you ask geologists that aren't related to Egyptology in any way, they'll say it's water erosion. So, I mean, you could show any geologist just a picture, not even the Sphinx itself, just like a picture this big of that, and they'll be, oh, that's water erosion. And then you'll pull back, and they'll be like, whoa, the Sphinx, but didn't rain there for 8,000 years. And then, but if you're associated with Egyptology at all, you cannot say that. Yeah, Rubate says I can buy that as a tomb. I can never buy the pyramids as tombs because this beautiful art is absent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was not I didn't find a single hieroglyph anywhere inside the Great Pyramid, or any of the other pyramids for that matter.
Yeah, that gets back to that. What was actually made for occupation? What was actually made to be observed? Versus what was like the inner workings of some machine where you weren't supposed to be standing there.
Right. It's so true. And I think the ancient Egyptians knew that that's why they didn't carve into but maybe they couldn't even get in there. Who knows? But who knows?
There's still places in the Great Pyramid that we're not even aware of. I mean,
right.
The big announcement, history-changing announcement, Joe. It's in my book. That'll be coming out soon, it sounds like.
It's in my book.
Just these blues and yellows.
Matt Bell and I don't know where they're at as far as that Void project, but hopefully it's going well because I want to know what's in that giant void. Right. I also want to know what's in the damn metallic tic-tac shaped object under the megastructure under the Giza Plateau, or under the labyrinth under the Giza Plateau. Shout out Ben Van Kerkwick, but I want to know what the labyrinth that is.
That labyrinth is that's where we need to get our understanding. That labyrinth is not.
Yep.
I think that's going to have all the answers, and whatever that metallic thing is, whether it's a dang UFO or it's some kind of like ancient computer or whatever, it's going to answer a lot of questions, and then ask a bunch more.
Yeah, it just sucks that stuff takes time to get done because you're like, I want to know now.
Yeah. Thanks, X-Ray Girl, for sharing our post. Really appreciate it if you're watching. Looking forward to seeing you again in Scottsdale next week or this week. Holy crap!
Man, I can't believe it's already coming up.
I know.
I mean, was it a beginning of October when I had that conference all the way up until the end of next week? It's just go.
When did you get back?
Tuesday.
Okay.
I just got back on Tuesday. Yeah.
Wow. Tammy says it's a UFO. I hope that's what I hope it is. Trevor Grassi was just talking about this an hour ago. Look, I don't know if it's a UFO, but that's what I want it to be for sure.
Oleg,
what's up, Oleg?
Oleg's in the
What
chat.
up? What up? What up?
to see you.
Is that all you wanted to show for Valley of the
Yeah,
Kings?
one more here for the Valley of the Kings here I want to show. Well, two more actually, but
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah. So this is King Tut's tomb.
Okay, nice. Tutankhamun. I was able to go to a
Very small.
yeah, that is small.
And the Grand Egyptian Museum, the fact that they built an entire museum around it, basically, there's no way in hell that'll fit in here. But
So,
I've seen the pictures, and allegedly it's.
I'm really
it is right
confused
there.
because in Atlanta I went to this like Tutankhamun I don't know what to call it, replica museum thing. It's like a traveling thing, and it seemed like it was like way bigger than that. I thought it seemed in the replica.
Yeah, I know. It looked like there was a doorway to another section, but looking at the overlays that they had drawn overlays and pictures and stuff, and it really didn't look like they could have, chariots and boats and all sorts of stuff.
There was like the stuff that they had on display that was supposedly in that tomb, which was like a lot, like a whole lot. It was like it took me like an hour to walk through the whole thing. Rubate says, Matt says the Void project has been postponed. I bet there's some kind of political thing going on there. Which pisses me off because I'm telling you right now, like that's what we literally needed. Someone like Matt with the resources to just go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going in, you know. And then now he's running into walls, right? So let's all wish him luck with that.
And at least if everyone can see where those walls are, then we're aware of it and then we can break them down, you know.
Yeah. What are we looking at here?
That's King Tut.
Yeah, that's him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah. And another thing you never hear about is how hot and humid it is inside of either the pyramids, these tombs and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's like 85 degrees and sunny outside, but as soon as you go inside, there is no airflow. Just it's disgusting and you're just like suffocating almost at times.
It seems like go ahead, Mike.
Being in a cavern in the desert, normally if you go in a cave in the desert, it's even cooler than perhaps the surrounding air. If the rocks stay cool, you're in a big stone structure, rock structure, but without proper ventilation and being connected to the underground water chambers, yeah, you're going to develop humidity. That's why.
Yeah. It makes me wonder. It makes me wonder about why, like, I mean, they're obviously not for humans at all, like alive humans anyway.
Yeah, we put dead people in here, sir.
Yeah. So how many were you able to go in? Just a couple, or?
We did 6 tombs. 6 tombs in the valley, and there's a bunch of them that were closed off. Some of them they're still doing more excavations on. But there's a lot. I mean, we only had 3 hours there, and we were just at the beginning of the valley. There was a bunch of trails that went off to the left and the right, and you could climb up ladders and stairways to get into different sections. Some of them, they all interconnected underground because when they first were making them, they didn't realize there was already a tomb there because it's all buried, and they'd break through into it by accident. So a lot of interconnecting tunnels as well.
Interesting. Wow. I just really want to go. I'm having FOMO right now. Actually, I already missed it. So what do you call it if you already missed it? Oh well.
Danny said it's stinky. I just want to point out factories are stinky. Funeral homes are generally not stinky.
That's true. That's true.
A lot of formaldehyde.
Yeah. So you went to the museum and did you see the Khufu's boat, the vases? What was your experience at the museum? Let's start there.
The museum, it's huge. It's modern, so it's really flashy in a lot of spots. Which
is it the brand new one?
Yeah, the one that just opened up like a week before.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, the fact that
is the other one still open?
Yes, we went there as well. And that one's actually a lot cooler because it's not so wide open and spread out. Yeah, and there's literally dust on the glass still. You have to like blow off if you want to see what's in it. So, but let me see here. What day was that? 2. So the vases, they only had a handful of vases in the new one. But at the old museum, we found a whole wall full of them.
Yeah, supposedly there's a bunch that aren't even on display. Like
I
they
believe
just have them. Yeah. Like from my understanding, there's like thousands in different levels of precision. Right? They're not all like super amazing precision.
Yeah. This is at the new museum.
Looks like the one Nat let me hold at Cosmic Summit.
They must have had a ton of these little ones. I mean, because you see them everywhere. I mean, I even got mine from up here behind me, the 3D printed one I ordered.
Yeah, I've got one too somewhere.
I didn't make it to Cosmic Summit, but I wanted to have one.
You ordered one from Matt?
Yeah.
Cool. So, what is the tour guide saying about these? Because you said he's a little bit more open-minded.
He wasn't with us for most of this party. We just walked through quick. He explained the main things he wanted to show us, and then he said, "All right, go wander and do your own thing."
Okay.
So
cool. That's kind of how I'd want to do it anyway.
Yeah. We got a bunch of different ones.
Okay. Ooh. So those ones are obviously the way different than the lighter colored ones that are made out of a different rock, right? Different kind of material.
Yeah, you can see like the alabaster and clay ones up here versus the granite and was it diorite?
Granite and diorite. Yep. Orders of magnitude harder to carve at such a level of precision with the tools they purportedly had access to.
Yeah. And the best deep dive on this is Ben Van Kerkwyk. He tube drills this and everything really. If you want deep dives.
I watched a lot of those for sure. So I made it my mission to find the copper and bronze tools.
Nice. I was not
upset.
So what are we looking at? Is this like some kind of carving tool? Like what do you think that is?
It definitely just looks like knives or a small sword.
How long is that?
It's about 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet. It's 20 so inches.
I feel like you could put a hilt on there and make it a small little sword, for hobbit-sized Egyptian or something or whatever. But
yeah, and what I noticed is I looked at this. I said, "Hold on, I've seen something like that before." So let me turn this off quick because I gotta pull it up. And I'm thinking I've seen something like that. So where is it? I literally just had it pulled up too before the stream.
No worries, take your time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop in the chat. We started a new clips channel. I'm trying to drive people to our channel for a longer form video. So please go ahead and subscribe if you'd like. You can get 10 to 15 minute bites from our full length videos. We got Danny Hillman on there. We got Hugh Newman on there. We got Dunking Dan on there. We got Randall Carlson on there. And a bunch of other people and interesting guests from the show. So go ahead and check it out.
Okay.
Here we go.
That was found in Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay, Canada, right?
Yep.
Land.
And it's almost identical to that bronze and copper one. Yep.
Same length too, or a little longer?
They're about the same length, about 22, 23 inches.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Have you heard of anyone making this connection before?
We need to get a forensic examination determining the similarities or differences of those two.
Right. No, I haven't heard anyone going over the similarities with Egypt, but a lot of it with the rest of the Mediterranean.
Correct.
But I haven't seen, it was mostly axe heads. I had did the video on those axe heads, but I've never seen how similar and almost identical the copper and bronze knife blades in Egypt are to ones found in the Great Lakes.
It is identical. It's basically identical. I mean, maybe 95% or something like that. That's wild.
It is. Yeah. It's makes no sense. Then there's this one. These are some blades.
These are in Egypt at the new museum.
Yep.
And are they copper?
I think these ones are, yeah. Copper and bronze, but mostly you can usually tell what's copper and what's bronze just by a different type of patina that's left on it. So that's at the museum, and these are in the Milwaukee Public Museum. So
That's ridiculous.
These
Yeah,
are the continental similarities we need to be looking at.
exactly.
Drew says, did you find in any of the tools you saw implements that convince you that they could have produced the stonework with that tool?
The only thing that I did see, I think it was another knife in here, but like copper chisels, the age-old copper chisels, which makes sense for sandstone and whatnot, or limestone, but not for granite or granite or
Can you
anything
do
like
it
that.
with alabaster? Can you copper work with alabaster?
I don't know.
We'll have to look it up. Tammy,
Yeah.
copper work with alabaster. You have to be Brittany tonight because she's busy.
There's definitely no way you can carve a precise vase at a
no, yeah, exactly.
It's a nice, not to subtract from the copper chisel. It's a nice copper chisel, but you're not.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah, I've pounded copper with a stone before. It's not gonna do. It didn't put a dent on the stone.
I just laughing at Mike. He just had this like ironic look on his face, like there's no way. It's and again, Rue is asking this question almost in jest, right? I mean, like this is because like you can't find any tools anywhere that like, right, Mike?
And that's where we need to make sure we're not preaching to the choir. Anybody that's watching, oh, why the heck are Mike and Dave so obsessed with Egypt? They're always talking about these darn pyramids. It's because there's many elephants in the room. There's these huge elephants where it's like high precision diorite and granite vases, but there's the tools. They don't have access to the tools that would need to actually make that. Anyone who understands this stuff understands the mystery.
Tammy says that copper chisels, you can use copper chisels to carve alabaster, but not those, obviously not those diorite things. And even then, like to carve precision, like with a copper chisel, and even in alabaster would be like, precision is machining typically,
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense, some of the stuff. And I was actually reading, because they're saying they used copper saws to cut the blocks of the Great Pyramid. Okay, 2.5 million blocks of these huge limestone. And modern, I'm actually doing a video on this coming up next couple of days, but the modern testing showed that for every 1 to 4 inches of the limestone cut, you'd lose an inch of copper from the blade.
In other words, the entire desert in the surrounding miles would be filled with copper sand from all the plates that it would take just flying through copper trying to chisel these blocks down. The sand would be glistening to this day. There would be so much copper.
Right? And I'm thinking about it.
Go ahead. You go.
Sorry, I'm thinking about it. It's like, okay, well, one of these stones is, absolutely massive. It's more than 1 to 4 inches. So you're going to lose a ton of, you're going to rip through copper faster than you can even produce it.
That's and so stupid.
Yeah, I don't think they even mine that much copper in at all to be able to account for that many saw blades.
It's so ridiculous that Johanna James even made T-shirts like with the copper chisels, like a fun little band and stuff. You can check out Johanna James' YouTube channel, or you can order your copper chisels T-shirts. It's like it's a good band name though, huh? The Copper Chisels.
I'd listen.
I would too.
I'm gonna get on.
So this is the boat. The boat? So can this thing float? Like if you were to look at it 2,000 years ago?
I don't think so. I thought it was a video.
It's really rather. I've seen it a million times, like on like video and stuff. But like when you're there in person, obviously they say the things. How old? I don't even know. Several thousand years old.
Yeah.
It almost just looks like something like they met some mariner type civilization and saw their boats, and then they made a crappy boat for whoever this is for. I can't remember.
I think it was Khufu or Khafre, one of the two.
Yeah.
So one and the same. I don't know.
If you guys know, let us know.
Shout out
but
to
it's
Khufu and Khafre.
Yeah. Just assume it was Ramses II because he's everywhere.
It's Khufu's 4,500-year-old solar boat. It's a solar boat, guys.
So from what I was told is it was definitely not seaworthy. It was just so what I was told is it was just symbolic for his journey into the afterlife.
I'm gonna need one of those too for my pyramid. So
I'm gonna be burned like a Viking at sea.
That sounds pretty good. I always thought about getting shot. My number one would be pyramid. I just don't have enough. Like, I don't need. I need a national project in order to make. I need to start a national project, and if I can't do that, I guess I'm doing fireworks at a Braves game. Just shoot me off in a Braves game of fireworks. Mike, what are you gonna do?
Shoot. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Okay, tell us what you want to do when you die. Right now. Yeah, so are these the actual like ores they found with it and stuff?
I believe so, yeah. And our tour guide on that, he was saying that it was disassembled completely when it was buried. Then they reassembled it. And it's interesting because where all these ropes are on these blocks, it's almost like it's a suspension. Like they're suspended up above, the deck is suspended up above the hull of the boat. And I don't know how that would work because I'm assuming it would float. If it was going to be floating, it might be kind of like its own like suspension bridge to where it rolls with the waves. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before.
No, and Rue, that's what I meant by asking in jest, is because obviously they've spent millions on these museums. They know the controversial narrative. So like I know when he asked, did you see anything that made like good, like looks like you could use to produce the stonework? We all laughed because it's silly to even think that. So, yeah, that's what I meant by asking in jest. But love you, Rue. So that's in the old museum or the new one?
Nope, this is the new one.
So they moved it.
Yep. And then on the other side of this building here, in the same room, they have a frame, a ship frame, because they have another boat they're going to build and put in there that they found. So.
Wow. And so that you said that the old one was better than the new one because the new one was too open? What can you explain?
I don't know. You think of a museum, you think of an old kind of like tall ceilings, corridors, dust. In the old Cairo Museum, it looked like a museum you'd see on like Indiana Jones or Night at the Museum type thing, where it's just it feels like a museum. Whereas this almost felt like a shopping mall. The way it was laid out, a lot of flashy lights and even like digital screens and stuff going on instead of pictures. So
kind of takes away from the rustic or whatever you want to like to have. I don't know if that's the right word, but like, okay. And
I'd say from rustic.
$1 gajillion on the museum, and, not a gajillion dollars on what the blank in the.
Did you get to see the schist disc, the disc of Cebu?
Oh yeah.
I'm
scrolling down to it right now.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked.
What we want to see.
Because this thing is probably one of the most precise things in Egypt, correct?
Yep. I wish I got a couple more pictures, but we were taking.
I'm never like super impressed by it, like on video. Right? You know what I mean? Because it, it just. But when you think about what had to have gone into making it, I mean, got it, Mike. Yeah,
the picture definitely doesn't do it justice. It's actually really big. It's right.
How big? Like 3 feet, 2 feet?
Yeah, 2.5 feet.
Okay, I always thought it was much smaller than that for some.
So did I, but it's actually decent sized.
Weird. I always thought it was much smaller than that.
Yeah, you can see.
I want to point out that well, go ahead, Jeff. Keep going, Jeff.
No, I was just gonna say where you see where they repaired it before, but still, I mean, how do you make that? And why?
And what the blank is it?
If you took 10 of those and stacked them on top of each other, spaced apart equally at offset angles, and put them in a tube together and sealed that tube, you could achieve fractional separation of some crude material by relative volatility, also known as distillation. It's the pinnacle of chemical engineering technology. It's how we get gasoline and diesel fuel out of crude oil. Just throwing that out there. Like if you stuck 10 of those in a tube and controlled the pressure, you could maybe separate crude oil with that, something like that. Yeah,
so some kind of chemical processing system. Coming from a man who worked at a chemical processing plant.
It's a distillation tower disc is what that is. It's a plate. You take a tower, you stack 10 or 100 of those plates in there, boil it at the bottom, cool it at the top. You can do it.
Interesting.
I wish we could find more of those. There's got to be a gajillion more of those. That's not the only one, because it's obviously some kind of tool of you know.
Yeah, this is the only other interesting stone vessel like that. He was in the same spot.
Tammy says, I hate when they try to repair stuff. I have mixed emotions about it. Like Michael Collins kind of crushed my, because I went to Chichen Itza twice before I knew that it was basically all concrete, I think he said, and repaired. And I was like, what? Because it's funny, you see people like doing like sun salutations and praying in front of Chichen Itza and stuff. And it's really just like 60% like like rebuilt. So I have mixed feelings about it, because I appreciate, for example, like them trying to preserve stuff, but then when you start rebuilding it and not telling people like this is a reconstruction and this is what it should look like, I think that's a little weird.
Yeah, when does it go from preservation to like erasing? You know.
Correct. Yeah, erasing.
Same thing with the Sphinx. The paws are completely covered in new brick, and honestly, it looks worse.
Well, yeah, because
I thought I had more pictures of it, but I didn't.
We're way shittier at building stuff.
Absolutely, yes, there is no doubt about it.
We have more than copper saws.
yeah, we have way more than copper saws. But yeah,
freaking laser beams.
Preserve is one thing, but yeah, I mean, it's incredible.
It's a gray area too. You try to respect and preserve versus if you take it one step further, now you're deleting something, you backspacing, typing over something. So I'm sure there's nuance to all that.
Yeah, let's hear what Gary has to say here.
Stone carved.
Yes.
So yeah, no idea what it does.
Mike knows what it does.
Yeah,
maybe.
This is rock. Yes, this looks like metal.
You guys never seen a butter churn or a milk separator?
Bruce, right?
That's what Mike was saying, right?
If you put baffles inside of a tube, there is a whole lot of stuff you can do with that. That is technology, folks. Putting baffles in a tube is technology. This is how the stuff that we buy at the store gets.
No, I haven't, Rue, but I should. I really should start doing field trips to some of these places where they make the stuff that I use every day. So at least I understand what the blanket. Anyway, I think everyone should do that.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as you hear it's stone, it blows your mind. Yeah, totally. Is that all you had for the?
Nope, I had more.
Yeah, whatever you want to show us, man.
Yeah, I probably can't show that. Just some more copper.
Yeah, let's see.
And then so this one, it was really sporadic all over the place. They didn't have a area specifically for it, so you kind of had to walk around and look for it.
Are you planning on doing a video about the copper connection here?
Yep. I
think that's going to be huge, dude. I think that's
I've been working on it.
Okay.
I got to re-record it though, because I did it and the gain of my microphone was turned down, so you could hardly hear it. Rookie mistake.
We're all rookies here, brother.
So there's more vases.
Yeah. More vases. Yeah. Can you show that big case right there? Is that all vases there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's plates. I mean, this square one down here, that's kind of.
Matt has almost that exact one on the left there, the speckled one there, whatever it's made out of. That's the one I held. I have it looks exactly like that. I have a picture held of it.
Okay. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely a tool of some sort too.
Right, maybe a spool of something.
Yeah.
Wrong screen here. Sphinx. I had a whole bunch. There we go. Close-ups.
Nice. Yeah. You can buy these through illegal trade or what? How does one acquire one of these?
Probably,
thousands of them, right? I never really asked Matt where he got them, and like, maybe he said, I don't know, he probably just bought them, right?
He talked
I would
about it on
assume
his
so.
show. He
I forget.
actually he referred to the auction houses. He described it in pretty good detail when he
Okay.
started getting into this. How did he start?
Uh-huh.
And now he's pretty well versed in that scene. So on
What's
one
the
of his
other-
Matt Bell shows.
Mike, what's the other dude we talked to's name from the? We talked to about the vases, and he has like a little club. And
Yes, Adam. I know exactly who you're talking about. With
Yeah,
the,
I'm gonna find it, but
Yeah.
just to shout them out. But let me find it really quick. And so there's a few hundred vases, but from what I understand, there's like thousands in a warehouse somewhere, which
I
is
believe
kind
it.
of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean these were there was only one spot that I found the whole collection of them, the whole case of them, but they're hidden and spread out across the entire museum. Just like the copper and the bronze, it's not in just one spot. It is everywhere, and you'll miss it if you blink.
And so you were on a mission to locate all the copper stuff. Nice. And I think
Adam Jones.
Adam Jones. It took me forever. I was trying to find Adam Jones. Yeah, of the Architect Foundation, or what was it? I don't know, but he was
I'm
at.
pulling them up because they were on Danny Jones.
They were on Danny
Adam
Jones.
Young. Sorry, Adam
Adam
Young.
Young.
I'm messing this up.
Adam Young.
Adam Young from the
Architect Preservation, something like that. Either way, they were at Cosmic Summit the last couple of years. They own a bunch of them. Her Ruin World said she bought a couple of Matt's replica vases. They come with copies of certificates of authenticity, and they have the place where Matt purchased the vases. Yeah, I just bought one of the whatever plastic ones at Cosmic Summit, but these are weird. What on earth could that like flat one be? That what I don't know what.
Which one?
Top right.
Top right. I think it's sort of an axe head or an adze or something like that. Yeah.
Imagine getting that upside the dome.
Right. So the spearhead on the left, the spear point, I like that because of that compared to this.
We are getting exclusive stuff here from Jeff Up North.
Video.
It wasn't even out yet. Comparing copper
Long
of
ago.
Michigan to copper of Egypt. I love this shit.
Yeah, this was just one I think recently in Wisconsin somewhere.
Wow.
So seems a little too much of a coincidence for it to be just a
Possibly.
coincidence.
Yeah, possibly, especially like when the sample size is really small and there's massive coincidences, like then you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they have a lot to compare these two and go, okay, some of these are similar, but most of them aren't. We're dealing with a very small sample size in Michigan, but a large sample size in Egypt, and it's just super weird that they're very, very, very similar. In Michigan of all places, or Wisconsin, like Lake Michigan, Wisconsin area.
Yeah, but it all came from up here in the Keweenaw Peninsula.
Wow. The UP.
Nile Royal. Yep. Up in the UP.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And we're going up. We did pretty good. We're going up on how long? 20. I want to give you a little buffer time between.
Yeah, have a breather.
A little breather.
Big show.
But did you have any other pictures that you really wanted to show us before we start wrapping it up?
That got to the bottom of what I had here.
Yeah.
I just got to save something for the next one, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot.
That was a good sneak preview, though. Whoever was watching just got to see this is a good teaser for that video when it comes out, and that was really insightful info from that tour.
Well, it was, and also I must say that copper connection is weird. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I've always read about it. Never thought I'd get a chance to actually go to Egypt and compare in person, not just looking at pictures or online, to the ones that that are found here. Is there
even a video on YouTube making this comparison at all? I don't know. I'm gonna shut up so nobody else does it.
That I'm aware of. Yeah. Come on, mine's not done yet. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, even that's part of the reason I started doing my channel, because no one's talking about it, or they weren't, but now it seems like a lot of people are starting to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I scoured for days before I even made the first video because I just wanted to find more information on it. Couldn't find anything.
You got a new sub from Tammy. She's one of our favorite
Thank
people
you.
here in the multiverse. So
Hell
there
yeah.
you go.
No, I just want to give a huge shout out here to Mike, Wandering Wolf.
Yeah.
Hell of a guy. Great guy. Started up these trips like this. And if anyone ever has a chance to go on one of these adventures, excursions, trips, whatever you want to call it, do it. Don't. If you can, you can. I put myself in debt for all this recently, but I tell you what, it's worth it.
I think it is. Yeah,
absolutely.
I think it is. And we like to shout out Mike on this show too, and that's a good transition into the Quest conference, I think. But I think you just sold us, Mike, or Jeff. Mike and I will go with Wandering Wolf next year, and then maybe I'll go with Brian Forster next time. Sorry, Brian. What's up, Brittany? Brittany's in the chat.
What's up?
Yeah, man, and you're still catching your breath. That's the crazy part. And you're about to go to Quest for the Ancient Civilization Conference in Scottsdale, Arizona. Let me pull that bad boy up really quick.
Let's go. The ticket
time. Mike's showing up Friday. I'm showing up Thursday, I believe. When are you showing up, Jeff?
Friday. My plane lands sometime in the morning on Friday. So
cool.
I'll find you in the airport.
Yeah, because he's landing at 10:30.
Yeah,
Mike is. So
we might be on the same flight.
Anybody you're looking forward to seeing the most here on up here, or just everyone?
So originally, like Debunking Dan, definitely like to meet that man. Will Brown, we've been following each other online for quite a while now. He's awesome videos. Hugh Newman, followed him. David Hatcher Childress, who didn't watch Ancient Aliens before really going headfirst into all this?
Exactly.
Michael Button, he's been killing it on his videos. Every time he puts one out, I'm just sit there. I just find myself watching through like 3 or 4 of them in a row.
Yeah, he's good at that. And then you see like a next one that links you to the next one, and he's got a real good sweet spot, 10 to 15 minutes. Really is a good sweet spot. So, and he's got that British accent, just draws you in.
Right.
I'm looking forward to meeting Gary because I've never met him we did. We met him briefly at Cosmic Summit, but we never got to hang out with him. So I'm hoping we get to hang out a little bit. Billy's fun for me, so I'm looking forward to seeing him speak. We've already met him at Cosmic Summit, but it'll be interesting to hear him speak. But Mike and I were fortunate enough to get to talk to a lot of these people for both our before Cosmic Summit and before this. So we have episodes with Hugh Newman, William Henry, Michael Button, and Dan Richards on our channel below. Mike, if you want to watch, go ahead and check that out. Mike, who are you looking forward to seeing?
Shoot, it's going to be fun to see Randall Carlson again, as well as meeting William Henry in person.
Yes, yeah, William Henry's a blast to talk to, wasn't he?
I don't want to cut you off there, but Randall Carlson might be the number one that I'm most excited for.
Yeah. Have you seen him in person yet?
No.
Oh, no. This is good. I've done like twice
Randall,
now.
You can handle. Yeah. So, no, I am. When I saw he was added to the bill, I'm like, oh, yep.
Yeah,
He's just got better.
Well, with the couple of drop-offs for whatever reason, it was nice to add Randall. And then, if you guys don't know yet, they've added Graham Hancock as a virtual speaker, which I think is massive to the lineup. And so, if you can't make it in person, do the virtual. Hang out with Mike and I on Friday night, right? Mike and I are going to be kind of filling the space on Friday night between some of the speakers and interviewing some people, that kind of thing. So be on the lookout for that. I dropped an episode on Monday and an episode on Friday over the weekend, and it was a terrible time to drop episodes because everyone was on Thanksgiving and stuff. So I feel like 2 of our best episodes ever from Mike and Dave's Multiverse were got kind of overran by Thanksgiving. So I wanted to promo these a little bit. This one is from Crispin from the Stone Nub language. I'm going to share just a quick little thing. He defined what a nub is and what isn't. Not just him. There was a group of people who did it, but so that we could just get away from just calling it. Yeah, I'll let him say it. But I really, really, really enjoyed this episode, so go check it out.
But we need to have a definition is what we really need. Like when somebody asks you, what are you looking at? You have to be able to say, well, I'm looking at these, because we do know from the record that there's all these other things that are on stone. Mm-hmm. Like the definition for nub can't just be bumps on stones. This is Russia, Kronstadt, Russia.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Can you zoom that?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this in my life.
See them on the side here?
Yeah, who built that?
It's supposedly a naval fort for Russia, I guess.
And it's got a bunch of nubs.
There's a bunch of them on it, and they're random. You can see they're not on every stone. Right?
Yeah, which is the nub phenomenon, right?
Which is and they're not in the same position on the stones that they're in. There's one, there's one there and two there. This site was supposedly built over top of an old megalithic site. That's the story, they say.
So, if you want to go deep on nubs, check that one out. And you hear me go, what? I've never seen that before. That episode there, I said, what? Like more times than any episode I've ever done of my show. So please check it out. I mean, that guy blew my mind. And then lastly, we an episode dropped on Monday with the host of the Hodgecast podcast. This dude was like literally like almost died from alcohol poisoning, and his life was totally in shambles. He went from that to having an epic YouTube channel, he did 10 marathons in 10 days. He did a charity boxing match. He actually interviewed Graham Hancock on his show. So it's one of the best interviews because this guy really does deep dives for his guests, and he will not do an interview with somebody he's not super interested in, and he goes totally deep on them. So I want to share that quickly if I can find it. Where'd it go? There it is. And he's just a genuine all-around good guy. Daniel Hodges of the Hodgecast podcast. Here is a quick little thing for him. 10 marathons in 10 days. Let's go.
About halfway through last year, that's when I realized, you know what? This is great and all. I don't want to fall into that trap of just getting people on for clicks or getting people on for clout. I made a rule. I have to be interested in what the guest is saying. And I've stayed by that. And I always say you create your own luck. Like, if you didn't ask the question, you wouldn't have got Randall on the show. If I didn't send the email, I wouldn't have got Graham. So, people, you can't have that mindset, the sky's the limit. That's the kind of thing where you're only at 40% because you've not tapped into that fight or flight mode yet. And once you tap into that fight or flight, that's where you can crank it up to the next level.
So absolutely love that guy. He's a very inspirational guy. And I'm into things like that, like people who screw their life up like I did at one point and then pull it back out of the fire. Those kind of stories really do it for me and inspire me. And I'm also really interested in the limits of human endurance and stuff like that. And so this guy, 10 marathons in 10 days is not a physical accomplishment. It's a mental accomplishment. And knowing that humans have that type of ability, and that I pulled out of myself at times in my life, is really intriguing and inspiring. So please check out that episode. Guys, Quest for Ancient Civilization Conference, Scottsdale, Arizona. Mike, hit some outro music. Scottsdale, Arizona, December 5th to December 7th. You can still get virtual passes. I believe there's still tickets available for it. I'm not entirely sure about that. If Brittany's watching, she might be able to. Yeah, everyone's going to be there. Not just those famous guys. Aaron from Megalithic Mysteries, Almost Famous. He's right there. Cody, East End Outpost. Dave, Multiverse, Jeff Up North, Nick, Rejects. What's your buddy's name? Shout him out there. That was on the show the other night. Yeah, that came on the show.
Yeah, he actually just started a channel himself. Him and a buddy.
There you go. See, that's what this is all about, man.
Exactly.
You get inspired by this stuff, and you start your own channel. And shout out to our Measures, awesome episode. Is he the pillars of I don't forget how to say it. Pillars of the, yes, he is. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. Jeff, last time, where can everyone find you, brother?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube and X, JeffUPNorth on both. Should be able to just type it in and find me there.
I really think that that video is going to blow up because just get it out there quick, because hopefully nobody does it before you do, right?
Yeah, so I got a lot of work to do tonight.
Show. Thanks for coming on, Jeff. We're really excited to see more about your trip and hear more from other people that were on the trip, as well as your new video. That's going to be great too. It
really is. And last but not least, I just wanted to show our Clips channel. We started this just this week. Our views are poor because it's new. I got an interview with Danny Hillman on there with no views, but that's okay. We want to show our favorite episodes, as well as our high-profile people, and sometimes it's not always the same thing, right? We've got some amazing episodes with people you may have never even heard of before. This is our Clips channel. Go ahead and subscribe to it. We're going to be adding a clip from every single episode. If you're into the 10 to 15 minutes versus the 2 hours of long form. And then lastly, Mantoid Moments with Mike. What are we looking at here, Mike? I'm about to play this, so.
OMG, I made a clip. Honestly, that's a cheesy little video I made. What was it, Wednesday or something? Maybe the day before Thanksgiving. I had fun putting it together. It was nothing special, really. It's the first time I dusted off the old video editing software since about July. Since I've been so busy with school, I've been editing videos like that. I haven't had time for it.
Also, Mantoid Moments is a inside joke between Mike and I. But there's interdimensional Mantoid travelers following us around. We saw them at Contact in the Desert. We saw some at Cosmic Summit. Hopefully, we're going to see some at Quest for Ancient Civilization. But I'm just going to play Mike's quick, silly video, and then we'll call it. I liked it, though.
From here, I just reused the same short that David already made from the old interview.
The interactions with the mantis insectoid beings, where they're telling you how to, guide yourself. But I mentioned how most of them feel like this DNA download or like a software upgrade. I did have an interaction a couple months ago that was very shocking. It scared the shit out of me. I felt as though it was a hardware upgrade, not a software, where I was removed from my room. I was in this blue space. It was completely blue. There were no entities, there were no whatever, but I was pinned. I couldn't move, and I don't know if it was like a sleep paralysis thing, if I just took way too big of a hit, but of all the hundreds of times that I've ever done DMT, with all the crazy profound interactions that I've had, this one interaction stands above the most, because it was the first time I was removed from my physical space. Like, when I opened my eyes, I was not in my room. I couldn't move, and I had something scanned up through my feet, through my head, and then back out my feet, and it was like a hot laser type deal. And it was a very
Mike's face is what I'm laughing at, not Adam.
Not painful, but just where do you put that? Where do you put that into perspective? And I'm trying to put a positive twist on it, because I feel as though my body was like enhanced or enriched, or like it was, I don't know, like somehow my antenna was being increased even further. My steel was being hardened even more. Like somehow, some way, I got an upgrade.
Well, that's just a little look at my 8th grade video editing skills. I just rehashed the short that David made, and then added some bumper photos on either side. There was really nothing to it, but
I'm glad you did it.
Fun
And
little
shout
project.
out to Mr. Adam Butler,
that's
author
nice.
of the DMT Field Guide. This guy's done DMT literally 700 times or something like that. And he's got how to do it safely. Brittany has a link we put out for Black Friday the other day. But yeah. That's it, man. Thank you so much. First, and I can move on to and cheering you on at on the Forbidden Frontiers, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See y'all later. Thanks for coming
Thanks
on
for
the show.